Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd love to begin by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashai, Bahashem, Hawakakwadash. Our double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, to all the dedicated brothers out there that's giving their due diligence in serving Yahweh through his only begotten Son, in sincerity and truth. All right, again, I like to say Shalom. All right, today's topic, I like to go into the word beer goggles, right? There's a saying in the world, people operating, in the way of having their beer goggles on, and it's, it was very catchy. I heard it before, I just happened to look it up, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be a lesson right here because, that me personally, I think that phrase alludes to, somebody being so acceptant. Well, that's really what the definition is going to get into. Somebody being so accepting of something, but when they're sober, they feel the complete opposite. The thing about it, though, man, we can't be like others. We got to be awake. We got to know you got to know who your enemy is. You got to know you got to know what Babylon's doing to you for you to feel this way. Right. And with that being said, everybody's operating in the mind state of having their beer goggles on, in the mind state as if they're drunk, right? And we're not, and ultimately you could liken it to both ways, but I'm likening it to them being drunk in a different philosophy, right? Because if you're an Israelite, you have a duty to serve Yahweh Shem Shah, but if you are intoxicated, spiritually intoxication by having all these doctrines, in your mind, you're not gonna fully engage in serving Yahweh Shem Shah the way you're supposed to. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, you being intoxicated with these other doctrines, you put it in your mind believing that it's okay to do what you're doing. But if you were to take off them beer goggles, if you were to sober up, you would understand everything that you're accepting outside of Yahweh Shem Shah is only going to lead on to your death. And you're not going to accept it if you would. The things that you're accepting now is something that you wouldn't accept if you knew what the fuck was going on, man. Because Babylon the Great is an enemy to those that want to serve Yahweh Shem Shah. This is the land of sin controlled by the man of sin. Right? This place is jacked up, man. All right, so I'm gonna just get into it. Lord, one of the lessons edifying. There's a lot more I wanted to say, but through the Spirit, I'm gonna just let through the Spirit, I'm gonna just let the scriptures roll, and I'm gonna roll with that. All right, this is the book of Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. And that's the thing about it. Our people done got too comfortable to the point that this place ain't doing any damage to them. No damage to their soul, to their physical self. Because when you look at the lifestyle of the Americas, right, it's a party lifestyle. They're in the spirit of wanting to party and just live it up. Like, there's a praise saying, living like there's no tomorrow. They live every day like it's their last day, man. They literally is gun set on that spirit. You only live once, and that's just being wicked. And honestly, if you only live once, right, you should be in the spirit of serving Yahweh Shem Yahshua, because you should know that you're going to get judged, and in you eventually going to have to meet your creator. All right, but again, arise and depart, for this is not a rest. This is nobody's rest, man. Right? This is Esau Edom's rest. This is his kingdom. This is his heaven. This is his rest. This is his bed. This is his morning. Right? All this is belong to the wicked at the moment. But as for us, we should be in the spirit of mourning, sighing and crying for everything that's being done here, the unfair treatment that we receive. Right? Arise and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Let's read in the NLT. Up, be gone. This is no longer your land and home. For this have for you have filled it with sin and ruined it completely. Right? This place is full of sin, and it's not in the spirit of serving Yahawah Shemal Shah. So we need to be in the spirit of getting up, spiritually getting up. We're not, as I always bring out the scripture, I always got to give this disclaimer that we're not giving anybody any advice to flee. Right? If we're telling you to flee, if you hear any one of us recommending anybody flees to flee from the ways of, Babylon the Great, understanding who your oppressor is and understanding the damage that this is doing to you. This is the book of 2 Timothy 2:22. Right? Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the One out of a pure heart. Right? Let's read in the NLT. Run from anything that stimulates youthful lusts. Instead, pursue righteous living, faithfulness, love, and peace. Enjoy the companionship of those who call on the One with a pure heart. You're supposed to flee things that you would do when you didn't know any better. Youthful lust is things that you was attached to when you was young. Obviously it's not expedient to do it when you grow up. So again, going back into the word beer goggle, right? Really, the title should be remove that beer goggle. Right, and that's for those that want to remain in the world. Right, it says right here the term beer goggles is the phenomenon that people find other people more attractive after having consumed alcohol. And right now, Jake is being a whore by receiving doctrines and understanding from other deities or other, just anything outside of Yahawah Shemal Shah, as the scriptures say, they took a covering but not of me. And that's what Jake does. They consume the wine of Babylon. And what they do, they believe that Babylon is okay. He's not as bad as we make him out to be. Right? And that's because they consume that wine. Right? Consume alcohol. And what? Let's read it again. The beer goggles is the phenomenon that people find other people more attractive. In this case, finding this doctrines and this belief more attractive after consumed alcohol. So after being around Babylon, for so long, our people tend to think that Babylon ain't as bad as we make them out to be. The term especially used for people who, when sober, will otherwise not be found as relatively attractive or attractive at all. And that's because this is used for those that when and this Jake could relate, that's why I just laugh. But it's like when you see somebody when you've been drinking, Jake, you tend to be like, all right, fuck it, but when you sober your ass up, wake up in the morning, you're like, man, I don't know what I found attracted in you. And that's the thing about it, when Jake wakes up to this truth and look back on the foolishness that you was involved in and the things that you thought was cool, you're thinking like, damn, why did I think that? It's because you had them beer goggles on. You was consumed with the wine of Babylon the Great. Right? You've been consumed with the wine of Babylon the Great, and what that got you comfortable. Right? He was like, okay, I could actually deal with this place. But this place is set up to kill you, man. It's the book of Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Right? Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Right? And that's what happened. This philosophy of Esau Edom that made the nations crazy. Right? Buyer's regret. They believe Babylon's bullshit, and they adapted to a lot of their customs, embraced it, and what now they're suffering the consequence of trusting in Babylon the Great by what not acknowledging, but experiencing rebellious of the woman, rebellious of the men, you know, just out of order, what you want to call that, out of order, activities, right? Out of order activities going on because of what? Because of the influence that America had presented. All right, but again, Jake, it's time to wake up, man, and understand who you are as a people, and understand that this is not a thing that you can mingle with other so-called religions, other beliefs, and other people's customs. We have our own thing going on. That's what made us separate. That's why the scriptures talking about be ye holy, right? The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, right? It goes back into you being separate from what everybody else is doing. We have our own thing that makes us special. All right. But again, yeah, Jake is a victim to that though. Receiving the wine of Esau Edom. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11. Right? When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child, and I'm referring this to before you got into this truth. Right? So right now, everybody's in that childish mind state. People embracing things that shouldn't be embraced is just gullible. A child is gullible. He believe anything, easily, influenced. And you involving yourself in the things that you're doing. TikTok challenges and just doing shit that Esau Edom has you believing that's cool. Even though you thinking it's not sinning, it's just making yourself look ridiculous. It's you're not properly representing YAHAWASHI. You're not conducting yourself as true men. You know. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. When you actually, you're officially become a man or start the process of being a man when you convert yourself all the way through, start serving YAHAWASHI. And when you became a man, what I put away childish things. You're supposed to put away childish things, meaning things that you used to do in the world, right? But again, for you to understand, you would have to take off them beer goggles. And another reason that's being said is because there's a lot of people that's grown in this world, 30, 40, 50 years old, but they're still childish. They act just like a child, man. Right? No order at all. Right? Again, because if you was sober, if you was paying attention, there's no way, you know, you wouldn't be in the spirit of accepting most of the things that you're accepting here today. Consuming your temple with abomination, man. Looking at pork and looking at lobster and crab as a delicacy. Right? That's that beer goggles. You're just you're in the spirit of saying fuck it. But that's just wrong spirit to be in, man, because this is life and death. You can say that about a lot of things, but when it comes down to the truth, that's life and death. All right. But again, you're supposed to. All right, but again, there's gonna be judgment and a punishment for those that accept places like this, right? Let's bring it out. Amos 6:1. Woe to them that are at ease in Zion, and that trust in the mount of Samaria, which are named chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. But the point is, woe to them that are at ease at Zion, and our people is definitely at ease here, man. Right? This is a land that's going to be destroyed. This is a land that's circling down the drain. Right? But our people don't see that because they're in a happy spirit. Jake is real nice, naive, foolish. Jake is being stupid right now, man. They're not realizing the things that this place has to offer is not life, man. It's the book of Zephaniah 1 verse 12. Right, let's read this in the NLT. I will search with lanterns in Jerusalem's darkest corners. Right, so meaning he's going to use the men, right, to look for other men. He's going to use Israelite men to look for other men and see who's actually about it. That's really what that's going into. Right, to punish those who sit complacent in their sins. That's a lot of our people. So we're seeing who's actually about serving the Lord and who's not. Like, our people really like being who they are, being black, being Mexican, being, Latinos, and not being Israelites, not being a servant of the Lord. They think YAHAWASHI will do nothing to them, either good or bad. These are the people that YAHAWASHI is going to sit there and punish, is because of their imaginations. Right? This is the book of Songs, chapter 4, verse 2. Right? O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? Right? And that's our people, man. They seek after being comfortable, especially in a place that's not theirs, man. Right? There's a lot of things to learn from our ancestors, man. Right? They hated wickedness, man. And that's really the spirit that we need to be in, man. We need to be in a spirit of fighting. And let me bring this out right here, because this is when I watched this stood out to me. Right, listen to this. So this is modern day Rome, Nineveh, Assyria, all that, right? So this is when it says the gateway to Rome. I just putting it out there. This is modern day Rome.
When I was told of this place, they never mentioned the stink.
That would be Hannah.
You'll have to put up with me as I am.
And what's that up there? A wolf?
The twins there, they were outcasts, left in the hills to die. That wolf found them. She suckled them on her milk, raised by an animal that's in their blood.
How do you know this place?
I know the chaos they brought. This city infects everything it touches.
I never dreamt it would be.
So that's one thing. That's one key thing. It says the city infects everything it touches. That's America, man. Right? Literally America. Everybody comes here thinking it's the land of the free. Once you get here, you're actually in slavery. Right? Whether you believe it or not, whether you're coming out here to make more money than you could ever make and send it back. But the things that the cost, right? The cost of making the money, even coming here, stepping grounds here, is the spirits that's here. Right? The type of people is here. You adapt. You start adapting because you gotta survive. Your mind starts to adapt. Say next thing you know, you become, you gotta transform or evolve to somebody else to be here, man. Right? People, you lose morals coming here. All right, and then you learn other philosophies. You learn another way of conducting yourself, carrying yourself as men. You accept, sodomite traits. You accept the foul food. You start degrading. So the cost of you coming out here, it's not even worth it, whether you making money or not. Right? That's why I said it affects everything it touches, man.
So big, don't fall for it.
How do you know this place?
I know the chaos they brought. This city infects everything it touches.
I never dreamt it would be so big.
Don't fall for it. This city is diseased.
That's what I mentioned that the last one I made a video on the gladiator scene, and I mentioned that part right there. He said that it's not what it seems, right? So like, let me run that back. Caught it right.
I dreamt it would be so big.
Don't fall for it. This city is diseased.
So he said, I never dreamt that it would be so big for those that never been here and those that don't understand. And he said, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. This place is diseased, right? It's a sickness to be an American, man. Right? Literally, go around to work and see how people act. You know, people worship social media. Literally, people worship the phone. People worship drugs. This place is a disease, man. And what does a disease do? It kills. You being on your phone 24/7 is a radiation, man. Right? And on top of that, you know, brothers use the phone. Obviously, we're not, you know, we're using the phone to record this, but just being mindful, man. We're balanced. We don't just, brother, we watch videos. We watch the elders. We watch the brothers. You know, we're not just consuming ourselves with folly all the time, man. This America is a very, very dangerous place because this place allows you to be what you want. These other nations, they got restrictions. You can't be a sodomite. You can't be this. You can't be that. And that's good. Right? That's how you're supposed to govern. Just like the scriptures. There's a lot of laws that you can't break, man. Or you be put to death. And that's to keep a nation in order. But here you could be whatever you want. This is a dangerous place. It's a diseased place, man. So you can't look at this place like, you know, you can't look at this place like it got any good intentions for you, man. Right? This is the book of Revelation 17, verse 6. Right? Let's bring it out in the NLT, right? I could see that she was drunk with the blood of YAHAWASHI's holy people, the Most High's holy people, who were witnesses for YAHAWASHI. I stared at her in complete amazement, right? And this is referring to when he had the vision and he was looking at this harlot, you know, this beast. You know, I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, right? Somebody that's on top, right? And this is as charming as this woman looked, as much as she has to offer, as much as she looks like she's doing good. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at America, man, from these movies, they make this place look like a paradise. And this is John the Revelator. When he looked at it with complete amazement. Like, dang. You know, but at the same time, he had to snap out of that. Because when you come out here, you're looking like, okay, I could be like this guy. This guy driving a Lamborghini. I could be like this guy. He has 5 girls. You know, like things, you know, that's what this place had to offer, man. But, you know, the scriptures talk about, you know, departing for this ain't your rest, man. Don't think for 1 second this place got your best interest, man. All right, you need to be in the spirit of King Solomon, man. Let's read what King Solomon said. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 2:17. Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. It's reading the NLT. So I came to hate life because everything done here under the sun is troubling. Everything is meaningless, like chasing the wind is pointless, man. You're not serving because it's pointless because what is it really worth? You lose yourself, you lose people. You know, you become a demon. Shit's fucked up down here, man. Let's read this Ecclesiastes 1:14. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. He said, I seen it all. And it's fucked up out here. That's pretty much what he said. Man, I seen it all. And it's, man, trust me, it's fucked up, man. Right? And that's really how we need to feel, man. Right? We need to be in the spirit of getting right with YAHAWASHI. Right? And knowing when to let things go, man. You done lived it up for a cool minute. All right? Proverbs 8 and 13 NLT. All who fear YAHAWASHI will hate evil. Therefore I hate pride and arrogance and corruption and perverse speech. And that's everything America has to offer. So if you understood your duty as being a man, right, you will fear the Lord. And if you fear the Lord, what you would hate evil. You would hate pride, arrogance, corruption, and perverse speech. You'll be in the spirit, man. Right? But again, those that's not in the spirit, man, that would want to keep that beer goggles on, man. You're gonna pay for that. Everything. Everything has a price, man. You gotta, you're gonna have to pay for everything. We're paying the trouble. We're from us being troubled now. Paying the price of suffering now. We're gonna get rewarded handsomely. While everybody's living it up, being a demon now. That just because it's free. You're not suffering now doesn't mean that you're never going to suffer, man. Yours is coming. Psalms 97 verse 10. Right? NLT, you who love Yahweh hate evil. If you love Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you need to hate evil. He protects the lives of his godly people and rescues them from the power of the wicked. But that's only those that do right, those that acknowledge their faults, those that acknowledge when it's time to let go. And Jake, man, you gotta let go. You gotta take them goggles off, man. You can't. It doesn't serve you well to accept a place that doesn't love you back, or accept a place that's deteriorating you, man. A place that's consuming you. All right, it's having you believe that wrong is right and right is wrong. All right, but that's the point was made. Again, Jake, you got to live life without those beer goggles, man. I know that this lesson was all over the place, but that's when I thought of that term. This this is the outcome of it. All right, so Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I'm gonna end off here by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah Bahashem, Yahawashi Bahashem, Harakak Wadash. All right, double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.